Well, it's opening morning finally, and we're here in the truck. The moon's shining very bright, so it's to the point where we can almost see in the night. I'm here with my nephew, Cody Williams, next to the dog. We're gonna go see if we can't find us the big one. Give you a little view of the moon. It's freaking bright. Wish us luck. Well, we've glassed for the last 15 minutes or so and haven't seen anything yet, but there's tracks, fresh tracks over where we're standing. They're all over the place. Last year I put a sneak on a deer about 200 yards over that way, so we know that they're in here. I've had trail cameras a couple hundred yards over that way and have a few bucks on it. We were planning to be here opening morning, but this is where we ended up. So we're gonna grab the back out of the truck and go take a little hike. It's starting to get lighter. Well, we haven't had a ton of luck this morning yet. I thought I just saw one, but it ended up being a bush. These deer, earlier in the summer I had them on trail camera as late as about 8:30 in the morning, just a few hundred yards away from here, so I'm sure they're just roaming around. A matter of time before we get on a big one. I'm sitting here looking through my body scope at a really nice 4. It's probably pushing. Looking right at it. It's probably pushing 28 inches. But I think it's just a 3 on one side, a big 3x3. There's another one that's a little 4x4. I'll get my spot and scope on them in a minute, but I think we're going to go ahead and pass on him. Real nice 3-point. Right out there. We're sitting about 250 yards away from 2 shooters. I don't know where in the world my wife is. She should be here. Her hunt would have been over opening morning. We got Code Dog here hanging out. What do you think about those 2 bucks, Code? Yeah. What else? Got junk all over the place. I'm gonna take a look at them. As I was trying to get a better look at the back one, he saw me at Jeff and they spooked off, but they'll definitely be around. If my wife was here this morning, her hunt would have ended for sure. 2 of those bucks, I'm pretty sure 95% of people would have shot, but it's opening morning and I think they'll still be in here and hopefully we can find a bigger one. But we'll probably do a little hike to see if we can see where they ran to and call it a day for the morning hunt and go back to camp and get ready to go back out and try to find another one this evening. Well, we're about a mile away from where we just saw those bucks, and last year I had a camera set up here, but it was the weirdest thing. There was probably a bachelor group of, I don't know, 8 to 10 bucks in here, and maybe 3 or 4 of them were coming into water at this watering hole. I have no idea where the other ones were watering, but they're pretty sneaky. There's a couple of places where I had cameras set that weren't on water, but I had one, I'd say 3/4 of a mile away that you never think that deer would be drinking out of, but I had one nice 4x5 in there, and so I think I'm going to go set another camera back up over there, and then one right here as well. Like I said, we weren't really planning on hunting here, but when you see a few nice bucks like that, makes you change your mind real quick. So give you a little idea of what the camera situation is. There's probably, I don't know, 8 cameras here, so you know a lot of people have been seeing things. But once again, they all got their cameras facing towards the troughs when most of them don't come to the trough to drink. Well, we got the camera all set up, got it in a pretty good position. Unfortunately, I had to bump the guy above me a whole bunch, so he's probably not going to be that happy with me. Sorry to whoever that is, but it's a pretty sweet water trough. I'll turn the camera around and give you guys a little glimpse at it. Little overflow right here, and then for my camera setup, I think the deer are mostly coming and drinking just on the edge of this. There's a whole bunch of runoff where all the grass is, and you can tell that it's all pushed down from deer walking on it. So I've got it set up looking out that way, so it should be able to catch anything coming in. Out here in the Nevada desert, they run the cows, and there's springs all over the place, and they have to pipe from the spring to different troughs. And every once in a while, you'll come across a little break in the line, and this happens to be out in the middle of sagebrush. You'd probably never think that there's deer. A mile back where I showed you, there's about 8 trail cameras. Down here, if you walk about a quarter mile down, there's no tracks, but once you get to the bottom, there's quite a few tracks. And this is where I had a camera earlier this year. I'll go ahead and show you the source, where it's coming from. Well, I'm down here at the end of it where we got our camera set up, and like I said, if you walk all the way to the end, and it's kind of funny because I think during the day it actually dries up, and so I made a little pond for them, and obviously during the night it's not as hot, so it comes down a little bit further, but you can definitely see, and I'll turn the camera around real quick, that there's quite a few tracks all through right here. And then I'll walk over where it's dried up even more, and you can tell how many tracks are right here. So here's the little reservoir that I built for the stream, but as you can see, it's already starting to dry up, which is kind of crazy. And then let me look over here at the camera. So this is the camera set up. So as they come, and I'll switch my angles real quick. As they come out from that direction over there, they should come pop their head right here, and should get some nice pictures of them from the trail cam. Hopefully in the next couple of days we'll either have one down or know that they're coming to drink from here. Where we were at earlier today was straight over there. I don't know if we can for sure see the rock croppings, but right over there. Dropped him, babe.
Fuck.
Good job, babe. Heck yeah. Dropped him in his tracks.
He turned broadside and it was perfect.
That was a sweet shot.
Good job, babe.
Them other deer have no idea.
Are you sure he's down?
Yeah, he's dropped.
Nice, dude.
I'm so glad you guys
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Are you
big buck.
flipping kidding me?
That's a big buck.
Okay, got the gun on safety? Okay. I can't figure them other two damn buck out, dude.
They're moving now.
awesome.
They heard our
That one
cheers.
looks like he's only got one horn. Or was I seeing something weird?
No, that's something behind it, Dad.
Oh, okay.
He's just a little buck.
Hey, hold this.
Not
Hey,
that
what are
big,
you
sister.
talking about?
Holy shit. Tom should have shot him.
Oh, wow, that is actually pretty nice.
That's a damn nice buck.
He's huge. Look at his body.
That's a really,
One shot. Look at that. That's pretty
that's a
good.
great shot. That's a beautiful deer. That is a great shot. You couldn't have got any better shot. Oh my goodness. That's how you drop them. Oh, yeah. You bet. Oh, beauty.
That was awesome.
That is a beautiful buck.
Yeah, you took them so fast. And they like turn in a little bit right there. Floated or what?
No, that's a big old buck. Fat old buck.
Man, can you hit him perfect? Look at how these horns turn in like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he didn't even move. He didn't move one step. You hit him right in the heart, apparently, just like that.
He just tipped over. He's like, right now. And they're like, this is like weird. He's a pretty buck.
You got
Like a hole in this.
I know, that's weird. A dimple.
Still got a little bogey.
Oh. Hey, big picture him.
Well, Mackenzie got her buck earlier, and Ben and Cody called us and told us that they saw a nice buck, so I ran over on the razor, and we walked up on a ridge and couldn't find him for a while. Then about 500 or 600 yards away, he popped up. We're over here in some nasty rocky country, and we just saw him about 50 yards below us, really close, but somehow they spooked, and they ran about 300 yards and bedded down again, so we're sitting here watching them. I could have shot the one 4x3, it's about 30 inches wide, but I decided to pass for now. Get a better look at him. Right now we can't see him because he's bedded behind a rock. Well, we came out here this morning to a spot where we hunted a lot last year, but I had cameras set up and my brother had come out here a few times and hadn't seen anything. So we pulled up here and looked in this canyon, and I used glass over my binoculars. We were sitting in the truck because it was so dang windy, and I saw something that I thought looked like a buck, and it moved and the sunlight hit its horns, and I got buck fever real quick and made a rookie mistake and didn't take enough notes to myself where it was, and now we can't find it. So it's kind of making me sick to my stomach, but hopefully we can get something figured out next morning or two and get our eyes on it again. This little guy doesn't hear sound very far away. We're up here glassing where I saw that buck earlier today. No luck so far. We still got about 15 minutes light left. A little cold because I didn't bring a sweater, so we built ourselves a little fire. I did it with a fire starter, not even a lighter. You can call me Bear Grylls. That fire's perfect. Nice and toasty. We got ourselves a little deer jerky. Now if we can just find some more deer jerky that's still running around, we'll be doing all right. Well, this is not what you want to see when you're out hunting. Big old rattler. He's about 3.5 feet long. Well, it's day 5 of the hunt. We're out here this morning where we glassed up that buck yesterday morning, and we came back last night, couldn't find him, come back this morning, still can't find him. But we'll give him a couple more days to redo his pattern. As you can see, or I don't know if you can hear it, but we got a fire going. Anytime it drops below 50 degrees out here in the desert, I'm ready for a fire. So the game plan for the next few days is just try to stay on this buck. Yesterday when we were walking up to go glass for him, we noticed a track where last year, just a few hundred yards up the way, we saw him going over a ridge and we chased him to the exact same spot that we saw a track going. So I'm pretty sure it's got to be that buck that we chased last year. I got a nice skyline picture of him, and he's a big old nice symmetrical 4-point. I bet he pushes over at least 30 inches. So hopefully we can get another set of eyes on him and get him down if he's what I think he is. Well, I've talked about these watering holes that are all over southern Nevada that deer just drink out of. They're usually fed by springs, and every time you find a new one, it's like finding a little honey hole. And this buck that I've been chasing, I couldn't figure out. I've never had him on camera last year, but I've seen him a couple times coming up above these ridges, and I finally found where he's drinking out. Look at that. Pretty stoked. Hopefully I don't fall down in here. I already slipped once. Cody's going to take us both out. Check out this little spring. Money hole. Hopefully there's not like 5 cameras in here already. Whoa. Whoa. Huh. Check this out. Dude, this is so cool. Huh? Yeah, there's some right here. Yeah, look good. I wonder what giants are drinking out of this thing. Check this honey hole out. Out in the middle of the Nevada desert. I'm gonna come swim in this sucker. Well, me and Ty hiked back up to the spring and set up trail cam number 1. Track's been going right up into here, over to there, down a little waterfall. Looking good. Oh wow, look at that good looking guy. Star shade. Well, we're here to set up our last camera. Freaking Tyler knocked over my gun because he was mad at me. And my scope's off now, so hopefully I'll see a deer. Just joking. But really. Okay, we're gonna set this up, glass for a little bit, and get out of here. That's it. How nice was he? Yeah, there's about 5 minutes left to fight. The tide just spotted a buck about a mile away. And it covers water on him, but it's so dark you can see the silhouette of his horn. It's a pretty big knife. Hopefully he comes down and get a little bit of spotlight on him tonight. Lincoln County Police will spotlight. Well, it's about 8:30 this morning. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything, but I'm still optimistic. I know they're in here. It's just a matter of finding out what the heck they're doing. I'm going to glass here until pretty much all the shade's done with, and then I'm going to take off on a pretty long hike, which I'm not totally looking forward to, but it's going to put me into good country, so I guess it's alright. This morning, as I was taking a dump, I heard 2 or 3 coyotes a few hundred yards away from me. They were barking, and so I messed around with the coyote call, got them barking back. Probably the last thing that I should be doing, but it was just tempting. I was sitting here glassing, and all of a sudden I heard a dog start barking about 300-400 yards away. And that's the last thing that I should try to be doing right now. to the top. Took me about an hour and a half probably. That thing is steep, nasty, rock shell, sand, everything. I'm gonna take a break for 10 or 15 minutes, catch my breath, and walk over to the other side, start glassing, and get an idea where I want to go for a hike. Kind of mount up for this evening. I almost wish I would have brought a sleeping bag and stayed up here, because I don't really want to do this again. Well, we're just sitting here looking at the buck I'm about to go shoot. Ben glasses up. He's got a sick drop tine. He's a 4 by something. So we're gonna go get him down. Hell yeah. There's Tommy laying on the rock about to shoot his buck. Got him in the same picture. Pretty cool. Tom just shot. Can't tell if he's down or just laying there. Well, I freaking did it. I Ben glassed him up this morning, and we got the spot and scope on him. We knew it was really nice. He had a sweet drop tine. Might have a couple other little surprises once we get up there. I thought I had a good shot, but I underestimated the distance of my shot, and I think I was just way low. I had a perfect dead rest, but my cousin accidentally knocked it a little bit. Knocked my gun yesterday, and I think it knocked it off because they were just way off. So I switched up my guns to my 223 super short mag. So we came to the last spot that we saw them, and they were across the ridge, probably 250, 300 yards. And he slowed down just enough for me after we spooked him that I got him, and now he's down. We're gonna go over to him in just a minute. Sweet buck.